Good evening, everybody. This is Sweat, and bringing you Berlin Wall from the First Strike DLC. And gonna jump right into it. There's another map where I'm just gonna pretty much try to do a little bit of gameplay while showing you as much of the map as I possibly can. So starting out, just like I've always said, try to develop a routine. This is what mine is. Trying to stay on the outside. I always notice quite a bit of enemy troops in the building that's right across, not directly across from me, but well, I'll show you here in a second. That ledge in the top left-hand corner, but my gameplay is not really helping me out here. All right, the building directly in front of me a second ago, directly to my right at the moment, and that I'm running into right now. Wow, that was confusing. This building that I'm in right now is probably the one that I find the most activity in for either team, and rightfully so. I'm going to show you a few different avenues and a few different sight lines that it offers. You know, directly over the middle of the map, uh, watching that whole left side of the map, and again, you can watch the right side from there. That's the middle. The only thing you're missing from here is all the way to the left, and then you can see the building where the enemy troops kind of go into it um, if they approach from that far side. So, and I don't know if you noticed, but you also see in the windows of the buildings across the way. So that's pretty helpful, and that's also why that building's probably the most camped. Once again, another enemy with Ghost lying in the corner. What can you do? Put Ghost on and fight fire with fire, like I said last one, or do this, and I just keep running around with my dual mags and hardline and sleight of hand and Ninja Pro. So again, a lot of enemy activity goes on right here, and that just in that general area. You can see this was just a complete cluster. I don't. I went back and watched it a few times. You can see me watching on a kill cam right there. Still can't figure out what exactly happened. That green arrow, I thought would have taken care of that, but like my dad said when I was younger, there you go thinking again, and you see where that got me. So again, kind of forgive the fact that a lot of this action is going to be right here in this middle building for now. It's a really slow-paced game, but I'm going to do what I can to point out some things. I notice when people do kind of camp, they do camp in that back building, that top window that I just aimed down, was aiming down sights at, and you can see the ladder that you can get up, or the stairs, if you will, if you can get up there. This is the outside edge here. There's actually a two-story building with I wouldn't say really good sight lines. I mean, you can cover that building that everybody sits in there, or look to the right, and that's the other building that they really camp and hide in more than anything. Um, Not really a lot of action going on in this building though. Just that's kind of convenient, if you ask me. Moving over here, one thing that I've discovered is this isn't really as bulletproof as you think, and that guy really surprised me there. But these sandbags here are pretty much impenetrable. The enemy bullets aren't going through them. So if you've got a UAV, or if you've got a SR-71 and you know the enemy's coming around there, or if you want to throw a decoy there to your left and wait for them to come back around there, uh, that offers a really good bit of cover, and they're definitely, the enemy bullets are not going to penetrate that. So just food for thought if you guys want to kind of keep that in consideration. Um, that you cannot get behind that bar there, but there is a second story that you'll see once I get a chopper gunner a little bit later in the video, that the enemy really they occupied that building in force there for a second. Um, Excuse me. This is not the best place to hide, simply because hiding next to a vehicle that blows up when the enemy throws an explosive device leads to that. So I need to have a little bit more situational awareness next time. And here I'm frustrated and going on that revenge killing spree that always gets me in trouble. But I always like to run around a bit whenever whenever you have the SR-71 in the air. It's one of the few times where you're not concerned with Ghost, where you're not concerned with where people are hiding in corners. If you die with an SR-71, you can pretty much say 9 times out of 10, it was the way you handled the situation that led to your death. And certainly in that instance, I wasn't aware that the enemy, had a direct line of sight on me, and so I kind of fouled that up. So that's my fault. Uh, just want to go into some of the reviews that I'm getting as far as my buddies and reading online. I know a lot of people are really disappointed in this map, or really upset with this map, or more than the others. I would say that I don't think it's the best map. I think Discovery by far is the best map of the map pack. I really don't see the big complaints. Now, I haven't played objective based games yet on this, and I can imagine that B is a nightmare. But uh, from what I understand, Stadium B in Stadium is a nightmare if you don't have a whole team. And you can see this is what I was talking about, where the enemy fortified this building uh, in force. Definitely, all 6 of them were in there at one point. Stadium, from what I understand, is just a pain in the neck to try to get B if you don't have an entire full lobby of guys working together trying to get it. But to me, that's how I play the game anyway. With full lobbies, especially objective based games, I will pretty much refuse to play an objective based game if it's just me by myself and I can't communicate with anybody on the other team. So with all there's some negative feedback on Berlin Wall. I don't think you're going to get that from me. Uh, I'm pretty satisfied with all the maps. I really am. Stadium seems to be the one that I have the most trouble with because the amount of uh, basically just it's a lot of close quarters combat, and you don't get a lot of cover, and that's my issue with the map. But map's coming to an end. At least this game is. You guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I will bring you Stadium as soon as I can. I'm gonna get some good gameplay on Stadium soon. So thanks again. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a great night.